So when I was growing up, there was always this kind of big importance around setting goals and how you needed to set these, big audacious goals for your life. And then a little bit later on, kind of all of the focus moved towards chunking those goals down into manageable pieces, and that you had to set your big goal and you had to break it down into little bits. And I would say right now we're in the era of habits. So kind of the best thinking at the moment is how you can use those habits to take you towards those chunks of those goals, which ultimately take you to those goals themselves. And habits are a great idea. I always say to people on the Harbour Club that they should set habits and not goals, so they should set the things that they do on a daily basis rather than trying to achieve one big thing in one go. But actually I think the missing piece of the puzzle, I think the next 1 degree shift, so the thing that comes after habits, is accountability. Because as humans we kind of know what we should be doing, and then we just get caught up in the whirlwind of day-to-day stuff. Quite often we get lost in our email. I love that description that your email is a to-do list that anyone can add stuff to. So you just kind of sit there, and as you're answering one, another 3 have arrived, and you get caught in this kind of perpetual cycle. Well, accountability is potentially the answer to this. So the idea with accountability, or what I call quantum accountability, which is taking tiny little bits of those steps you need to take towards a goal, and then being accountable to someone for delivering upon those. So having an accountability coach or buddy or person that you work with, it's really helpful if that person also understands your business, so understands what it is that you're trying to achieve. So what we do on the Harbour Club, we've got the new virtual version of the Harbour Club course. So we recognise that one of the factors around that is, without having that kind of live environment with lots of people to bounce off, it might be easier for people to finish the course and then maybe not take the actions that they're supposed to do. So what we're now including is 12 weeks of accountability coaching. So effectively you'll have a Gold Inner Circle Harbour Club member. So the Gold Inner Circle is not a thing that people buy. We don't have any upsells or any other products that you can buy. You get into the Gold Inner Circle by being helpful in the community and doing deals. So we've verified that you've done deals and you're helpful in the community. The great thing about the Harbour Club, we've been around for a long time. 2009 was the very first Harbour Club. We've got loads of deals, we've got loads of examples, loads of case studies, and loads of really great people who've done multiple transactions who can help and guide other members. So for 12 weeks after the course, you get this accountability. You effectively agree on what those goals are. You break them down into their chunks. You then break them down into their smallest components, these quantums, these things that you're going to do on a regular basis. And you effectively then promise somebody else that you're going to do them, and you have to check back in with them regularly. Now, I know that sounds really stupid, but as humans, we need these really stupid things sometimes to motivate us to do the right things. It's just like with, personal training or going to the gym. The idea that you don't get thin from one salad, you don't get fat from one pizza. It's about doing it consistently, and having somebody there all the time that you're accountable to, that you've made that promise to, is a massive psychological motivator to actually take those next steps. And having somebody that understands what you're trying to achieve is really useful as well, because they can show you that those right steps are in the right direction. The problem with most of the other mentoring programs out there around this topic is that they haven't got a clue what they're talking about. Most of the trainers actually haven't done that many deals. They're not that active in the space. In fact, some of them are claiming to have 20 years experience when they only started this stuff a year or two ago. So you have to be really, really careful that you're not led into a sort of blind leading the blind situation. Now, all of this is cost free or included in the price, whichever way you want to look at it. There's no additional charge. If you've already done the Harbour Club and you have a ticket to do a repeat, you'll also get the benefit of this. So if you're coming again, you'll also get this 12 weeks of accountability after doing the virtual course to help you break your deal virginity and get you on track. So I think accountability is the next big thing when it comes to goals and getting stuff done. Let me know what you think in the comments below.